Feminist and Me Too organizations are accusing Disney of gendered character attack on Scarlett Johansson. This is just hilarious because MCU is kicking in right now in phase 4, and they're accusing them of sexism. The movie they just made was a Me Too movie. I mean, it's just hilarious that the Me Too groups are now going after Marvel and Disney in particular, over being sexist. But let's get into this. This is an article from the Hollywood Reporter, and it says, Women in Film, ReFrame, and Time's Up accuse Disney of gendered character attack on Scarlett Johansson. The byline reads, this gendered character attack has no place in a business dispute and contributes to an environment which women and girls are perceived as less able than men to protect their own interest without facing ad hominem criticism. Write the orgs in a joint statement. This article's by Chris Gardner. It's basically the same thing. Don't repeat your byline. It's just worded a little differently. It says, in a bombshell turn of events, Johansson filed a lawsuit alleging that the studio breached her contract when it released Black Widow simultaneously in theaters on Disney+, a move she claims potentially cost her as much as $50 million, which makes no sense to me. It might have cost the film $50 million, not her. I don't know. There's no way in hell that cost her $50 million. Even if they did get that $50 million, it's made like $320 million, something like that, as of now. So that would just bring it up to, actually not including those Disney Plus numbers, like $380 million with the ones that we have. So with the extra 50, it'd be 430. So I don't know how she would make $50 million off that. But anyway, in response, Disney spokesperson said, and this is the response that went over in my last video, says, the lawsuit is especially sad and distressing in its callous disregard for the horrific and prolonged global effects of the COVID pandemic. Disney has fully complied with Miss Johansson's contract, and furthermore, the release of Black Widow on Disney Plus with Premier Access has significantly enhanced her ability to earn additional compensation on the top of the $20 million she has received to date. Now that was news. I don't think that was out before. But that last part is not the 20 million, but the part before that is also probably bullshit. I don't know how that would... Like I said in the last video, their argument is that those people wouldn't have won. But I think they would have. But there's no there's no way to prove that one way or the other. It's an interesting argument to have. They continue. The statement didn't sit well with WIF, Women in Film, ReFrame, and Time's Up. In the joint statement, the organizations steer clear of taking a position on the business issues in the litigation, instead of zeroing in on comments about the pandemic and her salary. While we take no position on business issues in the litigation between Scarlett Johansson and the Walt Disney Company, we stand firmly against Disney's recent statement, which attempts to characterize Johansson as insensitive or selfish for defending her contractual business rights. Reads the statement. This gendered character attack has no place in the business dispute and contributes to an environment in which women and girls are perceived as less able than men to protect their own interests without facing ad hominem criticism. How is this a gendered attack? There's nothing regarding her gender. It just mentions her by name. This is what they do. They turn something that has nothing to do with gender into an argument about gender. But I have no sympathy for these people because they're just ruining entertainment in Marvel with woke politics and identity politics and her movie being a Me Too movie. It's so funny just to watch this play out make a Me Too movie about women getting abused and taken advantage of, and now they're getting sued from the woman starring in it. That's just hilarious. Johansson also received support Friday from her high-profile agent, CAA co-chair Brian Lord. In a rare public statement, the power player also took issue with the tenor of Disney's statement. They have shamelessly and falsely accused Miss Johansson of being insensitive to the global coof pandemic, in an attempt to make her appear to be someone they and I know she isn't, Lord said. Scarlett has been Disney's partner on 9 movies, which have earned Disney and its shareholders billions. The company included her salary in the press statement in an attempt to weaponize her success as an artist and businesswoman, as if that were something she should be ashamed of. Scarlett is extremely proud of the work that she, all of the actors, writers, directors, producers, and the Marvel creative team have been a part of for well over a decade. I agree with the first part. They are trying to accuse her of being insensitive to the coof situation. So, I agree with that part. Second part, they're not trying to make her be they're trying to weaponize her success. They sort of are, but they're pointing out, hey, she made $20 million. She wouldn't have made much more with that, if anything. I guess the statement is mostly correct, but this Feminist and Me Too group joint statement, it is fucking hilarious to watch. This thing is just going to be a dumpster fire, especially if Emma Stone joins in. There's rumors of Emily Blunt also possibly suing The Rock. I guess has no intention, but it'd be hilarious if Emily Blunt jumps in. Just for the hell of it, I want Brie Larson to jump in as well. Watching Friday Night Tights last night, they brought that up, and it's just a funny situation all the way around. But again, give me your thoughts on the lawsuit. Give me your thoughts on this joint statement. These organizations speaking out against that statement that Disney put out. What do you think about her high-profile agent coming out and also speaking against it, but in a different way? Let me know. Like if you like the video, subscribe if you want to see more, comment, share. I have another channel called Thoughtful Alice Sports, where I talk about baseball, basketball, football, and anything else related to sports that I'm interested in. I'm gonna have a trade deadline video. Actually, it's coming out like a minute from now, as I speak, at noon my time. So go check that out, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.